because I think that's why they bring in two. They're not resto shamans. They bring in two allies or something, don't they? I think that's what I was trying to get at earlier.
Is there like a improved totem talent or something that Ellie's can get?
I'm not sure. I didn't really look into it, but
What
I
do you-
know.
What are we talking about?
For the dog fight.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, there's Earthbind totems. That's about the only thing that we can do.
Yeah, restos can do it too. Just
Yeah, because this is the one that I was watching DP. The frost mages just stayed at both ends. Was that the one?
it was the one that Z or somebody else shared a week or two ago, and it was from the point of view of a druid.
Okay. Yeah, because the one I watched, it was the druid was humming around. The hunters were like right smack dab in the middle of like pretty much in range to attack the boss. So whenever the druid will walk by, the hunter would just drop his trap, keep DPS in the boss, and the hunter or the druid would run them right through the trap, and then over to the mage, and then back around to the other mage, and then the other hunter would drop, and totems would pick them all up too, and it was pretty cool the way they did it.
And the way I would visit if we're going to the druid strat is the way we've been doing it with our 3 hunters. We have 3 hunters split at all of them at max range from the boss. One like right, one mid, one left. Just dropping traps on cooldown and not moving away from the boss. Like we're just standing in place. Totems would be a little bit closer to the greats. From the shamans, you could just drop those at max range away from them for the earth binds. And then we have a mage on either side just casting rank 1 blizzard on the far left and far right. That way it guarantees a slow for the druid when he's making his slow turnaround.
Yeah, that's good. I like that.
That's what I would think. It keeps all our DPS on the boss except for those 2 mages. And still gives us a bunch of things.
I'm back. Sorry. Got to light
Honestly,
hope and didn't have my shit.
if we wanted to do it a real safe way, we'd just do 3 mages. Just have 1 for each grade. That way, as soon as they pop out, they're already slowed.
Yeah, that'd be a good way too.
Yeah, I'm starting to think that's the way to go.
Yeah, I mean,
One
we have the
Frost
extra
Mage per
slows.
great with the druid kite.
Yeah, I think that's the way to go too. It keeps all the mobs more organized too in one giant mob, which makes it easier to down them quickly on Decimate, where they're in one spot, not split up into 3.
Yeah, when the bulk is, kind of around the druid.
Yeah, you have the
And there's
bulk of
only a
them
few
coming from one
stragglers that aren't
direction,
there.
exactly, as opposed to literally 3 separate mobs coming back at you, which it literally splits your damage in thirds. So
Yeah, that's definitely a big downside of keeping them contained to each grate.
yeah, I think really the only big upside to doing the mage strat is if we lose a mage, it's not game over. Whereas
Yeah.
if we happen to lose the druid, it's pretty much game over. Or all the mages have to go, quick, let's get them, and run out there and try and blow shit up real quick and hope for the best.
Yeah. Yeah, with the druid strat, if we have a frost mage on each grate, you can with that modified version of the druid strat, I don't think it'll go to shit as fast as it had previously when the druid died, if that makes sense.
Yeah, because they would already have at least a little bit of threat on some of the mobs each.
Yeah, and they're already grouped up in that big pack. So honestly, what we ended up doing on the time we killed Gluth yesterday was there were just a big fucking pack of mobs, and we had so many mages that as soon as Nova wore off, another one ran into Nova again.
Yeah.
And I mean, if the druid can live through the first decimate, even if they die like shortly after that, the mages should